Let's talk consumer electronics. The consumer electronics industry faces significant planning challenges. You've got a really complex bill of materials, you've got a really complex product portfolio and very short shelf lives. Lots of phasing in and outs, both incremental innovation that comes in your new device that you roll out each year with new features and new functionality, and maybe some new hardware associated with it, as well as breakthrough technologies that come out with new products that you never really knew you needed. Smart thermostats, IoT for your home, home hubs, things like that. These challenges that consumer electronics companies face are kind of in a unique fashion. They've got to have end-to-end visibility, they need to be really close to the consumer, understanding what the consumer needs are, what are their desires, and how do we actually shape consumer needs and those desires. They've then got to translate that into the value chain in terms of who are the key suppliers, how are they going to manufacture, how are they going to source products through the end-to-end value chain. And this is a really complex problem. They often need to go to multi-tiers with their value chain, looking down to component suppliers, raw material suppliers, and often don't own the manufacturing themselves and outsource a piece of that as well. Then you have logistics. It's moving products on a global scale, bringing them to market, bringing them to retailers, to points of distribution. And often they will have their own retail footprint that supports some of the sales and bringing products to the market as well. All of these challenges come together and have to be well orchestrated to be able to get those new consumer products that really excite us. We work with a lot of companies at Danone within the consumer electronics space. Some of the largest companies out there, including the 3 largest handset makers in the world, as well as makers of reading devices, writing devices, televisions, and even things like home appliances that are moving more into the consumer electronics space. So let's kind of talk about some of these challenges that we see clients have in the consumer electronics space. Starting with the beginning of the value chain, the consumer, the customer. You have significant challenges as it relates to understanding what are the consumer needs and desires. What are they actually willing to pay for? For a long time, you had a pretty prescriptive life cycle for a handset device, for example. Every 2 years, people would upgrade their devices and buy a new one. That's really starting to shift, and so companies are being forced to really think this through. What's the next killer function feature that will help drive additional sales, additional volume of the next device we release, the next incremental release we have? And then how do we grow the market through new devices, new places within the market space, at the white spaces that no one is really competing in, or that's captured by small competitors, that maybe we can capture market share and dominate it. That initial problem is not trivial, and having those consumer insights is really important. But turning those consumer insights into the value feature functionality of a device is as important. And understanding what that implication is for demand and how does it help sell new products. How does it help grow your market relative to your competitors? What is the implication from a cannibalization effect? How does that impact sales of existing products that you might already have? Customers are going to choose the new over the old. What is the implication of that in terms of your value chain? I think that the next challenge is really around orchestrating that value chain. So orchestrating that end-to-end flow of managing a large bill of materials that often goes through a multi-tier supply chain, and it can go pretty deep. You've got component manufacturers making different pieces that are important to the device. You also have raw materials that you need to be considering, having insight into the availability of those raw materials and where they come from to understand whether or not you're going to be able to meet future demand. That is really critical. And it's also important to drive some of the product decisions you make. You don't want to source materials that you won't be able to get enough of to fulfill the demand that's out there in the marketplace. So bringing those 2 elements together is very important. Being then able to orchestrate that with your suppliers deep into your supply chain all the way through the manufacturing point, that is what we call supplier collaboration. The last is the distribution and the collaboration required with the customers, so the retailers in this case. How are you collaborating with them? How are you ensuring the product placement of your device? Ensuring that you're getting good distribution at your retailers and that you have the right education at the retailer to educate consumers on what the product is and its key differentiation. Those are all really important elements for continuing to push further into the extended value chain, both up as well as downstream. At Danone, we work with our clients to help address all of these challenges. Through demand sensing, demand forecasting, we're able to take consumer insights and really understand what the implication is for demand. We then work with clients to help shape that demand. So how can you grow that demand more than what it would naturally be without additional effort? That effort could be marketing or trade or promotion effort, and understanding the impacts of those. And we provide the data and analytics to support that analysis and help bring those insights to the decisions that our clients make. So further, we orchestrate the extended value chain. So bring the suppliers together with the manufacturing base and identifying what are the pain points. Where are the risks in the supply chain and how to best manage those? Where do you need alternate sourcing of a core component or a piece of supply? What are the geopolitical challenges that might arise? And when do we help build mitigation plans for our clients and help resolve some of those issues through scenario planning? And then there is customer collaboration and ensuring that we're constantly bringing the customer insights into the fold to help drive some of the key decision making that comes with that. All of this is orchestrated functionally in your demand planning, your customer collaboration, your revenue growth management, your supply planning and some of your supply execution, as well as the management decisions that you make. The latter includes, for example, the trade-offs that you're making about where to invest your money, how to gain market share, where to build profit base, and how to manage product lifecycle.